Hey everyone, welcome back. Now I'm gonna go over the post-processing part of this. And yeah, let's get to it. Right, so what I'm gonna do is select all these and add it as a group. Duplicate the group. I like to keep one just in case as a backup. And I'll flatten the duplicated one. And yeah, just start playing with the post-processing part. Hopefully, yeah, we'll get something that's that looks pretty cool. What I like to do is like you blur it slightly and then turn the opacity down here under the layer. Just say, yeah, let's go through each of them one at a time and see which one clicks, which one looks good. Yeah, linear light. I like the linear light because it raises the contrast of the color and the value. But not do too much. I just keep duplicating it and just go through each layer one at a time and see what clicks. And once I'm satisfied, I'll just yeah, flatten it. And sometimes, yeah, I'll just go through it again and see if it looks good. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of going back and forth. Yeah, hard mix looks pretty interesting, but I don't want to overdo it. Maybe like that. I'll flatten it and I'll create a new layer, clip mask on it. I'll try even like cooler tone. See how it looks. Just go through pin light. Yeah, I like the cool tone of the contrast of the cool tone of the skin and the darker shadow. It's kind of neat, so I'll keep that. Difference is pretty good. Kind of neutralizes the extreme contrast. That's my cat. Time to feed. Give him food. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this done before then. Yeah, I also need to add some highlights. Forgotten about that. Subtle highlights for sure. And yeah, I'll have the highlight from the side and give like a little bit of contour further, showing the shape and three-dimensional look of the character. Yeah, at this point I'll just like start, you know, polishing and painting over everything. I wonder if I can increase the canvas size. Oh, I can increase it by a lot. Let's do that. It's quite small before. I mean, not that small, but I like to keep it pretty big to allow me to add more detail. I'm gonna clean up some of the line work. I could have been done before I did any coloring, but maybe that's for later. But it's totally fine. You can do it at any stage. So yeah, I said I wasn't gonna add highlight to the hair, so I'm gonna try to leave it the way it is. Sorry, yeah, I just had lunch, so yeah, I think the highlight is a bit too strong. Gonna try to tone it down. And not overdo it. The eye too, not overdoing it. Just a tiny bit on the edge. Two. Not crazy. So yeah, again, I'm kind of defining the style and the look that I want to try to be consistent with, that I think can be identified as, you know, it's iconic to what I like to do. Okay. Even on the eyelashes, something I've been kind of experimenting with is adding some like highlight. That's something I'm gonna try to remember to add. You know, it's all about consistency and experimenting less and less as you do more and more of this. And yeah, once you hit that level of consistency, you know, and you share it, and that becomes kind of your identity of your art, the art style defined by, you know, years of practice and what you appreciate, what you love, how you want to express the art. That's what I want to try to do, because at least for me, I tend to veer off and get interested in other things very quickly, and consistency falls off. Cut and make this smoother. A lot better with the lo-fi girl music, right? Forgot to add that. Should be okay because it's considered free to use, which is great. So yeah, I think the cleanup phase is a pretty important part. Like, this is what I usually do when I'm starting to refine and render. Like, that's when you should also focus on cleaning, and it all adds up. Like any slight imperfection, even though I think it's forgiving and it's fine, and you can define your style that way. But yeah, I think it makes a big difference. Oh, Yuzu, so hungry. It's not time yet, actually. Okay. Yeah. You know, instead of having like bold lines everywhere, I think it's good to shave some parts off and have some areas open up, like especially where the light is the strongest. Like maybe the highlights or having the lights, you know, the sides that are closest to the source of light. I think that's where you can kind of shave off some that thicker line weight, and it kind of gives I think it just adds to that whole, the look, like the complete look. At least for me, I think that's it seems to resonate with me really well. So I'm just gonna try to do that, like follow that principle. And then, yeah, I might do a little bit more post-processing later on. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Gonna add more highlights now. The edges near the lines. Be shaving the line and also adding some contrast there. Yeah. I wonder if I want to add highlights to the eyes here. Yeah. Okay, let's try. Some highlight to her clothes. Little. Not too much, just tiny bit. It's supposed to be a matte material, flat, non-shiny material, so just a little indication of highlights here and there. Underneath the eye here, just a tiny bit. What else? Yeah, okay. What I'll do, yeah, group on planet. And do a little bit more post-processing. Try some color balancing. I'm gonna reduce some cool magenta tone if I can. And introduce like a cooler tone to the shadow, the dark. A slight cooler tone to the highlights. Maybe too much, not too sure. Yeah, I think it is slightly too much. So I toned the opacity down and then we did it, merged it together. Yeah, it's hard to take that, you know, really bold move. Some of these like extreme like results going through the layers. Yeah, not feeling it. So I'll try clip masking and then divert some focal point to her face. And I just use like a big airbrush and just, you know, blur it, clip masked, blur it. It's too red, so I'm gonna desaturate. Maybe, yeah, make the gradient even bigger, so the transition is more gradual. Maybe this, maybe, yeah, burn. Yeah, why not? Okay, and maybe, oops. Maybe reversing it this time. Yeah, again, making gradation or gradual. Gradient, I mean, Gaussian blur on there more. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, maybe a light background or dark background. I'm not sure where to choose. I don't know. Having an artist dilemma here. Light background looks kind of cool, but dark also pops her out. I'm gonna think about this for a minute. Maybe more contrast between dark and light here. And I'll just use Gaussian blur to smoothen out those streaks. Be too intense for my taste. keep it like this for now. I want to keep playing with, it looks kind of excessive, but I think it makes a big difference. Just keep shopping around. Especially because my background changed. Now I'll have to recalibrate what this will look like. I do like a slightly desaturated look. I'll keep that. Maybe I'll have her eyes glow if she's going to be mostly dark. That could look cool. Subtract looks pretty good. Keep hitting alpha. Okay. This looks pretty cool, but I know it's like pretty extreme. I like this kind of the dark look. It's kind of cool. So I might keep that, make a duplicate. If it's like a big change, I like to make a backup of it. I like the cooler tone of the skin here. Yeah, why not? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try a glowing like eyes. Let's see how that looks. Maybe not. Maybe desaturated, but you know, lighter valued eyes. Okay. Yeah, let me come back to this. Let me go feed my baby cats. But yeah, thanks for joining me for this art talk exclusive for Patron 10 and yeah, class 101. Thanks guys.